You know, since the change, I actually don't think I've tried this map without some form of wall since the protons were changed. Maybe I... Do I want to risk it? I think I might risk it and try it out with no walls. I haven't, like I said, since the protons were changed, I've been throwing walls in the mix. But always worth a shot there. Come on, chest. Pop and give me the good stuff. I need to get me an armor piece here. I haven't seen too many armor pieces drop today. Let's see, since I got this guy out. I'll go ahead and just lay down some Serenities here. Not sure if that's going to be a mistake or not, but I'm going to try it with the walls. Figure what the hell. If I fail, I fail. Shit happens. But most, you know, I mentioned that earlier, most maps you can do without walls now, but there are a few that just seems pretty darn helpful to get them in the mix. Let's get all these PDTs laid down first here. Go with one right there. I usually put two here, one going up into that entrance and another going over there, and then right here. Alright, switch over and get some archers down and see what we have left here when it's all said and done. If I don't have enough DU left for some healthy protons, then I'll probably throw some training dummies in the mix, just to have them in the mix. Now on this side now, with the archers reduced range, I throw these four where I used to put them right down the middle. Now I throw them all the way over here on this ledge, just so they reach into that that far lane over there a little more effectively. Actually, put these really far back compared to where I usually put them, but that's alright. Alright, let's see here. I think right here we'll probably get the job done. And then that leaves me, what, 420 for protons. Or, no, I didn't get archers on the far side yet, did I? Yep. Need some archers over here. Actually, I need a lot of archers, because I didn't put them in... Or, no, I put them in the middle. Just need some archers right here. I think I'm going to go with 3, since I'm not using walls. I usually only put 2 here. But I think I'm going to go with 3, since there's no walls in the mix. And then that leaves me exactly 300, which with 5 entrances, that's 60 per entrance. 60 DU proton per entrance, which isn't too bad. Let's see, 30, 50, 60. That's actually not terrible. I'm going to want to throw some ups on him, I think, pretty quickly. But that's not bad. Let's see, do the same thing here. Just the big old letter M. See, we'll go right here too. Now this one, just in case, since I'm not using any walls and I haven't in a while, I'm going to throw a DPS hero into the mix as well, just in case. I didn't spread that one out near wide as I should have. Trade chat in Warframe is a little irritating, isn't it, Ed Course? I haven't experienced it, but I believe you. Trade chat in most games ends up getting irritating. Let's see. I'm gonna fill it up with squires, except I'm gonna bring an EV. Yeah, I'll bring an EV just in case. Now I'm actually going to stay out and run it on the EV, and then I'll switch to one of those Squires right at the end. So I'll switch to Bling there right at the end. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go with it here. I'm sure it'll probably be fine, but like I said, I do not know. I've been throwing training dummies in. I've been going with shorter protons and training dummies, and that's been very effective. Alright, white ones, appreciate you swinging by the stream, man, especially with no notice. So thank you very much for swinging by. Go to sleep, man. Everybody's got to sleep. Don't be like me. I don't go to sleep until the sun comes up, and then I never go outside. One of my friends, real life friends, was joking around while we were playing the Division and said that. Was talking about, yeah, back, you know, before the internet, Juice used to go outside then. And oh, it's so true. I'm turning into a junkie. I think I'm working on like 2 decades behind a monitor or TV screen or something. The training dummy and the arcane barrier are both equally as effective. I like the training dummy just for that teleport back from that passive with the Harbinger weapon, but that can also burn you on some maps, as like teleporting ogres have a tendency to get stuck, stuff like that. So I personally don't use arcane barriers, but I actually have an apprentice that I'm eventually going to get a walling set on that I just haven't bothered with yet. But arcane barriers, training dummies, they're all equally effective. It doesn't matter what you use. It's just whatever flavor you like. You know, the only ones I don't use are the Abyss Lord walls. My Abyss Lord walls are actually pretty beastly, but I don't use them just because of the really high DU cost of those guys. Let's see, I think that's probably a good start, but let's see, a couple more ups won't kill me. But yeah, you know, like I had mentioned earlier, I originally started doing Nightmare 4. You know, I started off on Light Fruit, just normal Light Fruit, Nightmare 4, to get a starter set. And I started off doing that with 185,000-ish walls. Now that was constant upgrading. I mean, if you took your eyes off of a wall for a second at that health, you can really lose them. But now that we're into the 400,000s, it's really kind of a moot point. You know, it's overkill what we have right at the moment. Make sure this Explodinator disappears. There he goes. And what about, I guess that ogre's dead. Or no, there's an ogre coming from up here. I'm gonna stop and burn this ogre down with no walls just in case. Here we go. He's been dispatched. But yeah, I know, anyway, back to the wall topic, I know a lot of people use Arcane Barrier, and there's really, I mean, for the purpose, I mean, of course the purpose is to be a wall. For the purpose that it's required, I don't think there's a benefit one over the other. It's just a matter of what you like, and, you know, I like Squires. Not that I don't like Apprentices, I definitely like Squires, though. It was one of my favorite heroes back in the day. In the original game, and that's just why I choose to use them. That, and I've got a bunch of Squires. I've got 4 of them, I think. 4 level 50 Squires, so that allows me to, you know, have good variation on what I do with them. I actually haven't used old Bling there for his intended purpose, which was gold farming, in quite some time. So I'm thinking about doing something different with him. but I'm not sure yet. I mean, right now my Cannonball and Harpoon Squire are the same character. I switch a few pieces around and run with it, and it's, you know, it's been working. Let's see, let's get a couple ups here. Of course, the PDTs do a lot of work on this map, so I definitely want to get the upgrades going there. But on that same note, these 4 squires right, or 4 archers right here, are just crucial to the success of the map. So definitely going to throw some upgrade love on those guys as well. It's all about that relic, man. You get yourself a 40% hardy blockade totem, and then just defense health on every other piece, and your walls will be way up there. I was over... It doesn't take much to get over 400k anymore. As far as... I mean, you don't have to have like a perfect hardy or anything. I was at like 430 or 440,000 with a 38%. Or 36 or 38% hardy. Mine re-rolled too. And of course now I've farmed up that 40%. And I'm glad I found it, because I didn't realize prior to its release that the Molten Citadel map wasn't going to drop a totem. So you can't get Hardy Blockade. From what I understand anyway, you can't get it on that map at all. So you have no chance to get a 750 item power Hardy Blockade relic, which is unfortunate. How many more of these we got left? 3 more. There's got to be one laying. There's one laying around. So yeah, I ended up, you know, of course I thought that Molten Citadel was going to drop all types of 750 relics. And that's not the case. So, you know, I'm glad I eventually did find a 40%er. I found it so late, I'm like, ah, great, I finally found it, and I'm not going to need it in 2 days. But I ended up still needing it. So very, very excited about finding it. Let me get a few more ups here. Mainly the reason to upgrade these 4 archers is just for the additional range. Now obviously the DPS is nice, but you see their range, they only come to about right here, so which is plenty for right now, but that's upgraded. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and throw one more row of upgrades on them. Give them just a ton of whoop ass. And do I have 3 green mana land? Yeah, I do. Let's go ahead and go 1. We'll go 2 here. Or no, let's do that one. There we go. That should get me now wave 4. Almost there, but not quite yet. Yeah, Demon, it's a grind, you know, but the benefit you have is that map you can solo it in under 5 minutes. You know, so even though it's quite a grind to get the relics, it's so easy to farm. I mean, you can end up... That, and it's fun. It hasn't become boring to me yet. I still enjoy doing it. But you can grind so many chances at a relic per hour that, you know, you'll end up... If you just sit there and tough it out and just grind that map over and over again for a couple of hours, you're going to have multiple high item power relics for various characters. Just in a couple of hours time, it's definitely easy to get that with, you know, the ease of the grind on that map. I'm not positive on that one there, Ash, but as far as I know, you cannot. I haven't seen one yet, a DPS relic. Now, I did get one. I guess I'm lying there. I did get one on my EV. I think. I'll have to check. I'll check when I'm done with this map here and see. I thought I might have gotten one on the EV, but I'm not sure. I constantly forget about grabbing gold on this map. I mean, that's the whole objective of the map, and I'm always forgetting to do it. Just running around, killing shit, ignoring everything else. I know I got another gold sitting on the ground over there, but this guy's right here in front of me. And I still need one more, so I'll go grab this one. And I still need to get better weapons. I need a higher item power. I don't have a pure 700 weapon. For DPS, I'm not even close, or for my builder. Let me see. Or no legendary ring there yet. So as far as I know, it's only medallions, I think, is all that dropped. You know, this type and this type. But I'm not 100%. I mean, I've done the thing enough times where I should be able to say I'm 100%, but you never know. You know, if there's some super rare chance at something that I just haven't seen yet. Let's see. Let's throw a couple more ups here just to ensure Wave 5 goes nice and smooth. And good enough. Let's see. Where to go at? Now I gotta remember to switch over to my Squire right at the end here. Here's some gold. Another thing about not using any sort of blockades on this map is it makes it so much smoother to run through the map. Now I guess it depends on what path you get yourself used to taking. But for all the paths that I've kind of become accustomed to, it makes it for a lot smoother run. Not having to jump over stuff and dodge around stuff and whatnot. Come on, where's all the world golds? There's one. And got some ogres here. I'll take a second and give a little assist with those guys. See where they at. There's one right here. Let's blaze him up real quick, and then I'll switch to that other one. Alright, there's one down. Is this one down? No, not yet. He will be in a second. There we go. A couple of kobolds running through, but like I said, I don't care if I lose the West Gate Lock there now because it's wave 5, so it doesn't matter. I could lose all the sub objectives and still win. Well, Demon, it's, you know, if you go to the wiki, there's a post about what drops where, but there's a lot of maps with guaranteed drops now. Let's see, is this the... Okay, this is 9. So I got 3 more. Let me get this one and I'll switch over to old Bling there and run around and get the last 2 here with him. Not near as quick without having... I don't have lightning boots on this guy. A little bit slower. But, I mean, obviously I'm still cruising at a pretty good clip. You just get accustomed to that quicker speed. Now I am going to do the superstition on this map, as there's so much stuff laying on the ground. The superstition, like I mentioned on the last map there, there was a forum post. I don't remember who posted it, but there was a forum post, someone saying they thought they had a better chance of getting drops on Power Surge if they went and vacuum cleanered all the loot up first, because they felt that there was too much loot on the ground and loot wasn't spawning out of the boxes. So there is a shitload of loot on the ground now, so I'm just going to let my superstitions take over and run around and grab all this stuff. Nothing really spectacular. Let's see what this weapon is. Nothing spectacular there either. And that's good enough. I'm not going to clear out the far lane there. Come on, give me some gloves. Let's see them. Give me the hotness. Please. Oh, no gloves. Disappointing. 749 Blingamitis. 104%. That one actually I think is probably better than my 750 one. It's a better roll. I'm not sure what the max roll is, but 104%. At least it's over 100%, you know, on the Midas Touch. Anyway, I'll take it. Something to play with later on back at the tavern. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Just wanted to knock out the Daily 5 live. And a little ninja stream. Kind of a big rarity for me to be streaming on a Wednesday night. But here I am. Actually, it's Thursday morning now. But Wednesday night. And able to play some DD2 and not sit there and watch people play roulette or craps or blackjack. Or 3-card poker or any of the other games that they offer up at the casino there. Nice to be playing a game myself. Anyway, nothing, no spectacular drops tonight. You know, it's, of course, when you're doing those 5 bonus loot missions, you always want to get something else. I've got them all knocked out now, so I'm not sure what else I'll do for the day there. But that is going to be it for the stream, though. So thanks for swinging by, guys. I'll chop this stream up and send it over to YouTube. I'll get all these up in the next 24 hours or so. So if you're swinging in late and you want to check out what happened earlier, you can either watch it right there on Twitch or head on over to the YouTube channel. But thanks again, guys. We'll see ya.